Welcome back to Let's Go Exploring. It's been a hot minute since I've uploaded anything. Let's see, that was in January. So in February, I started a new job. Yay! Which I'm super excited about. I love it. And this job is kind of a huge deal because it's my first job, not my first job, but it's a huge deal because the last 8 years I've been a stay-at-home mom to my 3 awesome little boys, and I've loved it. You know, I've enjoyed every second of it. Who am I kidding? I've enjoyed 99% of it. So I'm low-key freaking out because I applied for a job at REI and I actually got a call back to do a phone screening. I'm literally sweating sitting here thinking about making this call return. But I would love to work for REI. Also want to add, it's been years since I've worked, so I'm nervous to go back to work, but I'm also really excited. So I got a job at REI, which I love. What I love most about the job is I enjoyed working with everybody I've met so far, all the customers. I think it's so cool to see all the different adventures they have planned, and people going to Alaska and de Mont Blanc, and just getting to hear all their travel stories and, you know, help them pick the right gear for their adventures. I enjoy that the most. So in March, I got to represent Women Who Explore at the Banff Film... Why is that so hard? At the Banff Film Festival. In March, I got to represent Women Who Explore at the Banff Film Festival, which was really cool. We got to share all about Women Who Explore, and we're not just, you know, your local hiking group. We do host international trips all over. We have trips pretty much everywhere. So let me just give you a rundown of a couple of the trips coming up. So Honduras, de Mont Blanc, I'm looking at my phone, de Mont Blanc, Mongolia, Kilimanjaro, North Iceland, Vermont. So many cool adventures out there. So if you're interested, it's a women's only hiking group. We do a little bit of everything. We hike, we camp, we backpack. Check out Women Who Explore. I'll share a link. So that was in March. I got to help out the Banff Film Festival, and we just set up a booth with all sorts of, like, you know, stickers and info, and, you know, answered any questions that people had about Women Who Explore. April, I went to Utah with a couple of friends, and we did the Big 5. So if you don't know what that is, it's the 5 national parks in Utah. So we did Canyonlands, Capitol Reef, we did Arches, Zion, what else am I missing? Bryce, oh my gosh, Bryce Canyon was magical. What else? But that was really fun. They were each different and beautiful in their own way, but Zion was incredible because we got to do Angel's Landing, which has been on my bucket list for years and years, and I'll share a couple clips here, but it was incredible. But I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. It's the deed of man who walks 1,000 miles to fall down at your door.
Yeah, you guys got it.
Good morning.
Good morning. You got it. Take your time.
You're doing fantastic. In May, I took my boys camping. That was fun. We went up to Payson. We camped at Woods Canyon Lake, which was so fun. In June, I got to go to Montana for the first time. I joined Women Who Explore for their first annual summer solstice camping trip, and it was perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Even down to the rain the entire weekend. It was such an experience, and being able to connect with other women, and we floated down the Tobacco River, which is freezing cold, but it was so worth it. We did some dancing, laughing, a couple of tears were shed. So July, I went backpacking with my coworkers. We went to Aravaipa Canyon. That was my second time visiting Aravaipa Canyon, which was actually my first backpacking trip last year. So, crazy. But yeah, it was so fun. It was a bit warm, but not terrible. You know, you're hiking in and out of the creek the whole time. And I believe it was all of their first time hiking or backpacking Aravaipa Canyon. So it was cool to share that with them, and you know, I'm sure they loved it and enjoyed it, and I hope they plan to visit again with their friends. Aravaipa Canyon is just magical. We got to see fireflies and skunks. I had no idea there were skunks in Arizona. Yeah, that's what I've been up to. I mean, yeah, work, kids. So not a whole lot of adventuring has happened, but you know, for, you know, just getting back to work and figure out how to balance everything, I feel like life has been pretty good and I've enjoyed it. And yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the year has to bring. Thanks for watching. I hope you like, subscribe. Yeah, thank you. Come here. Ugly bear. Ugly bear. Ugly bear. This is Huxley. That is my, I guess, life recap so far. Okay, in March, I got to represent Women Who Explore at the Banff. Why is